How y'all doing today? My name's Ayin, and today's topic of discussion is going to be perfect versus imperfect. Perfect versus imperfect. Now, I've somewhat covered this in another video or a portion of this topic, but I wanted to kind of give another take on it when I'm thinking about perfect versus imperfect. In the other video, I remember talking about, to make sure that you're one-upping yourself each day and you're making your way to your goals and just trying to improve on just the overall better you. And remember, like I say, a healthier you is not only a healthier you for you, but it's a healthier you for others. But when you're striving to do better each day and you're striving for that goal of perfection, that's awesome. Now, really in the back of your mind, you know that on the things that you're trying to do, these things here that we're trying to do in this moment in time, you're not going to achieve perfection. But you can work towards it. It's a goal. That's awesome, to keep that carrot hanging in front of your face so you keep reaching, you keep striving to be better each and every day. The downside to it is, or it's not to that, I want you to have a takeaway from it. You can strive for that perfection, but one of the downsides, if you don't keep things in perspective or keep a balance up on it, when you fall short, don't beat yourself up. Because remember, you're imperfect. In anything that you do, it's nothing that you're going to do 100% right. Or just hit the nail on the head every time. It's nothing that you're going to do. Even on working on improving yourself each day, you know that you're going to have bad days. The thing to be mindful of is don't beat up on yourself when you have those bad days. Know what made them bad. Know what made situations that occur in your life bad. Know where the missteps were, whether they were on your part or on somebody else's. Really look at yourself first in each and everything. Even if it's not on your, wasn't something that happened at your discretion. Still rewind it back up to where you had control in the situation to see if maybe you could have had a different outcome. That's a part of being, self-reflective upon things. But rewind up on those things and look at those imperfect days that you have to see what you can do to make them better, to strive for perfection. It's that old saying, trying to make lemons out of lemonade. So when I think of perfect versus imperfect, they're awesome. You got to acknowledge both of them. Yeah, I'm imperfect, but I'm striving for perfection. The thing is, nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect, and like I've said in other videos, the only way that I'm able to talk to you on these things is because either they're things that I've done, or they're things that I've been through, or people have done them to me. In any case, it doesn't matter whether it's my fault or not. I'm not perfect. So I'm just sharing with you some of the things that I have learned to keep me, uplifted, keep me encouraged, keep me thinking, that I can push ahead and do better the next day. One thing I wanted to share with you was something that my mother had said, and I was probably like in my preteen years, probably like 12, maybe 13 or 14. And one time she was sharing an incident with us, and she said, you know why I share these imperfect things that I've done with you all? I'm like, no. Well, she was like, because me being your parent and knowing that you're looking at me as, what to strive for, I'm in a certain light because I'm your parent. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect, and I want you to know that I'm not perfect. And I want you to know, even with you trying to strive to do things like me or better than me, I'm imperfect. I make mistakes. So we don't have some false sense of looking at her as some sort of idol that doesn't do anything wrong. So that was something that always stuck with me. It was that, trying to be real with your children to the degree of letting them know. When you kind of set that, when you set that up with your children, you're giving them a very realistic perspective on how things go and how things operate. And I really do think that is the first step to accepting what she said, the first step in acknowledging the topic of this video, the perfect versus imperfect, so you'll know clearly where those boundaries lie between the two. It's okay to strive for perfection, but don't beat yourself up over imperfection. Okay? I just want to take time out to share that with you. That's my 2 cents on it. In the meantime, go check out a book I've written, Kilimanjaro's The Arithmetic of Family Communication. I will leave a link in the description box. You can get the book in paperback or ebook copy. In the meantime, if you have questions in regards to, some of the topics that we cover in this video, or just life questions in general, I'll do my best to answer your questions in a video. Send your questions to ayin.kilimanjaro@gmail.net. In the meantime, stay encouraged, avoid being discouraged, and you all have a good one.